Introducing first, fighting out of the Downing and Irvine Law Office's blue corner. He stands 5'9", weighing in at 157 pounds, holding an amateur MMA record, 1 win, 0 losses. Training out of Columbus MMA and fighting out of Columbus, Nebraska, Tony, the local jalapeno Olvera. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Nebraska Lottery red corner, stands 5'11", weighing in at 158 pounds, holding an amateur MMA record, 1 win, 1 loss. Training out of Longoria's MMA and fighting out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Caleb Hall. Your referee in charge of the action is Big Fist.
All right, Mark, here we go. I actually recognize Caleb Hall's face and not so much his name. I've seen him fight a couple times. He's a pretty tough kid.
I know Dan Longoria from Longoria MMA. He actually trained a bunch of law enforcement guys. Transitioned to MMA about 6-7 years ago. And I think he's grown, and I think his fighters have grown because of that.
Looks like we have a little bit of a feeling out process. Both guys are just kind of figuring out the range. Caleb Hall's trying to fix his shorts. Looks like both guys are a little bit timid. It's always tough being the first fight of the night. You kind of, you want to set the pace for the night, and a little bit of pressure there.
Well, back in the day, I know the amateurs would just come out like hell on wheels, but I think even they've learned that, especially with their training and, their coaches, that sometimes it's not very wise to come out and just throw caution to the wind. 30 seconds, you're already tired now. They are more tactical, and there's amateur MMA guys now that probably know more mixed martial arts than mixed martial artists did when the UFC first started.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that.
I think levels definitely changed.
I think with the evolution of the sport, people are training more intelligently. They're really taking it serious. And I think it shows with these amateurs. Both these guys look like they're really feeling each other out. They're really trying to be tactical. Caleb Hall has a nice welt from that from that one body kick that landed.
Well, he's still keeping his foot on the inside. I don't know if he's recognized that his opponent's left-handed yet, but Olvera keeps his forward foot out there outside of Caleb's, and that definitely gives him the advantage as a left-hander.
Crowd's getting a little unsettled with these guys being so timid with each other. I think they takedown attempt.
Takes some good elbows up against the fence. Yep. He still got the takedown though.
Olvera looking to posture here. Caleb Hall has a
trying for the armbar.
He is. He's fishing. He's working. Be careful with those up kicks. Looks like Tony's staying pretty calm though.
I thought for sure Olvera was going to get around the edge there and maybe jump into side control, but good job by Caleb standing up.
Caleb landed a clean 1-2 right there.
Looked like he might have clipped him a little bit, kind of stunned him.
Not a whole lot happened that round. I don't really know who I'd give that one to. I think Olvera got a couple takedowns. There wasn't much action, so I think that maybe those 2 takedowns might have been enough to win the round.
Well, hopefully there's less of a feeling out process that happens in round 2. I think they both know pretty much what they're about at this point.
Normally I would ask my partner, what would you tell each person leading into the next round? What would you change or what would you do more of, as a coach? But I think right now both coaches should just tell them to get going.
Yeah, I think there definitely needs to be more action. I do appreciate they are more tentative, in the recent years. However, I think this is the round that somebody needs to come out and make a statement. We're ready for round 2.
And on down to round number 2, Lincoln, make some noise.
Always got to appreciate the respect for sure.
Olvera went righty for a second there. Changed back lefty.
You know, that's something that's still pretty amazing to me. You know, at this beginner level as amateurs, you know, that these guys are able to switch back and forth. You know, I've been training 10 years, and I would never switch to southpaw in a fight.
Yeah, I've done it a few times, and it usually works out for a good 5-10 seconds, and then I forget I'm right-handed. My opponent usually reminded me.
Seems like they're just kind of picking at each other, kind of one shot, you know, back again. These guys are newer amateurs, you know. Caleb Hall's corner looks like they're getting, you know, a little bit frustrated with him being so tentative, you know.
I think they keep yelling for the right hand, and he hasn't really thrown it yet. Of course, a good and bad thing is your opponent can also hear what your corner's yelling, so.
Look for the elbows. Come on, control his posture. Don't worry about his hands. Don't worry about his hands. There you go. Control his head. Control his head. There you go. Look for it.
Caleb's got him in the full guard, and it makes you wonder, we're gonna have an escape, or are we gonna? It's actually pretty nice. About side control.
Olvera looks like he's just trying to stay heavy and kind of drive him forward and get him back flat on his back. If I was Caleb Hall, I would want to get a hold of his, you know, get that wrist control and get my knees under me and try to get to my feet and defend the choke.
All right, get those hands off.
Got to pass the side control. Well, he kind of turned the wrong way there.
Yeah, he's a little bit late trying to make the transition.
Antonio Olvera's got his back here.
You got him in
He's working on that
in
choke.
a tough spot.
I don't think it's under his neck yet. There it is. I think we're going to have a finish here.
Close to the end of the round, but he's got it in pretty well.
And the tap.
And Olvera taps him with the rear naked choke. It's toward the end of the second round.
That was a nice little transition to the back. Fished that choke in there and it got the tap.
Caleb Hall's just smiling.
I don't think he stopped smiling since he walked into the cage.
Yeah, you see a little blood. It looks like the guys, they might even know each other. They're pretty good sports with each other.
We got the instant replay right here.
Into the fight. I was really surprised that Caleb actually just didn't turn to his left and switch around. But, you know, it's amateur for a reason. He tapped out, which was smart. These guys don't get paid to do this. There's no sense in taking a bunch of damage or going completely unconscious.
Amateur record 2-0 now. Anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, thanks to that small group of people that came to see me. Even if you did or didn't come see me, thank you guys. This is all for you guys. So thanks Caleb, young, bright future ahead of him. Thank you guys. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony, local jalapeno Olvera.